this is what I call stuck in education mode.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of people get stuck in the education mode, and that's a mental thing. It's not like a marketing thing. It's more of a mental thing. People feel like that they have to get it. This is what my coach said. They have to get it, just right, right? Everything has to be positioned properly. Like the way he says, like the stars and the moon has to align just right for someone to take action. And the reality is, if you never take imperfect action, nothing will ever happen. So one of the most valuable things that Ace and Rich learned over the years, especially even today when we're doing new projects, we still take imperfect action. And I tell you that everything that we do is never perfect.
Mm.
Never perfect. It's not supposed to be.
Nah.
Right? It's always constantly about staying uncomfortable and you're just doing it. If you start to think that it has to be just right, you'll never do it. Just like when I first started my video marketing journey in 2008, that was the first marketing strategy that I did. That was the thing. Not Facebook, YouTube. Then came Facebook. YouTube, I was told to create my first 10 videos. Being brand new, didn't know anything. Okay? My first video sucked. Now my mentor was like, hey, you're doing great. Keep going. You got a lot of potential, Rich. You're going to be great. You know what I mean? I'm like, what is she talking about? I have no idea. I suck. But the reality is, what happened was I kept being imperfect. And what happened was that being imperfect started shaping into more getting closer to perfect. It would never be perfect, but it got closer. See, you're always getting close to perfect, but you'll never be perfect. We can strive to be perfect, but we have to stay imperfect. That's how we get results. That's how we do things. That's how people look at us and they can relate to us and they can relate to you. Just by actually taking action and being imperfect, they can be like, you know what? That person's not perfect. That person is just like me. And now they can relate to you and they'll be like, hey, you know what? I want to work with that person. They seem more down to earth. They seem more real. They don't seem too polished, right? Because if you're too polished and you try to be too perfect, you're going to scare people away. Because they're going to feel like, well, I can't be like you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be like that person.
Yeah.
You see? That's what people don't think about. So when we learn to always be imperfect, we got so many great results. When we, like I said, back to what I was saying just a little while ago, when we create new projects, those new projects we're testing, they got to be imperfect, right? To know what's going on with our marketing, right? New campaigns, new strategies, you got to do it imperfect. And you know what's great about it being imperfect? You get it done, it's out there and it's done. And you can always go back and update it and do it better and better and better. But if you get stuck in education mode and you get stuck in just learning, psychologically, you're thinking in your mind like, oh, I'm learning so much. I feel like I'm doing something, but you're not doing anything.
No.
It's not serving you well.
Mm-hmm.
You must take action. You must take imperfect action and never, ever stop. That's when you start learning. That's when you start figuring things out.